I'm sick of the lies. The lies. The lies the mainstream sports media tells you Bron fanboys to make you believe LeBron James is the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT. All right? Come on, man. We all know he not the GOAT. Except these Bron fanboys, man. They be over here, dog. Dog. I get so sick. I put out so many videos just proving over and over, left and right, so many different ways why LeBron is not the GOAT, dog. But today we're gonna talk about when he first came into the league, dog. You see what I'm saying? In comparison to all these other all-time greats on this top 10, dog. Yeah, we back at it again. We got your usual suspects, dog. We got Kareem. We got Magic. We got Shaq. We got Kobe. We got Tim Duncan. We got Michael Jordan. We got Bill Russell. We got Larry Bird. We got Wilt Chamberlain. And, of course, we have the glorious King LeBron James. Okay? The what do they call him? Don't even call him that. Because he not the GOAT. All right? Not even close, dog. We're going to look at the first 7 years, dog. Let's just look at the first 7 years, dog. The first 7 years. You see, little backstory, dog. For the people who don't know, for the people who don't remember, or, you know, LeBron, he was heavily hyped. You see what I'm saying? When he first came in the league, he was heavily hyped, dog. Everyone was going crazy. Everyone was going crazy talking about, LeBron, he's the chosen one. LeBron, he's going to be the next Michael Jordan. He's the second coming of Michael Jordan. You see what I'm saying? People were saying that. People were saying that. I remember, dog. I was there when it was happening. You see what I'm saying? This dude had crazy physical gifts, dog. He was fast. He had height. He had size. He had speed. He had the athleticism. He could jump. You see what I'm saying? He is strong. You see what I'm saying? He had all the physical athletic stuff you would want in a great athlete, dog. He had all that. You see what I'm saying? He had all of it. He had the total package. Athletically, right? So everyone was like, dang, this dude. You see what I'm saying? Number 1 draft pick out of high school, dog. You see what I'm saying? Highly hyped by the media. Highly hyped by himself. He hyped himself up, dog. You see what I'm saying? People may not remember. For the people who don't remember, dog. When people were getting drafted into the league, dog, that number 23 was like off limits, dog. That was off limits. People respected that number 23, dog. People respected that number. People you didn't willy-nilly just say, oh, I'm choosing that number. Nobody, dog, because everyone knew what came with choosing that number. You see what I'm saying? If you chose the number 23, you know what kind of statement you're making? You see what I'm saying? You gotta be that dude. You see, you gotta be as good or better than Michael Jordan if you're putting on that number, dog. Out of respect, out of fear, out of loyalty, whatever you want to call it, you know, nobody was putting that freaking number on, dog. Nobody getting drafted was physically like going out of their way to choose that number and make sure that was their jersey number, dog. LeBron hyped himself up to everyone when he literally chose the number, dog. He literally wore the number when he got drafted to Cleveland. He was wearing the number 23, dog. 23. That's something you don't do unless you bout it. And everybody knew they weren't bout it. Everyone knew that. Everyone knew they could never be on Michael's level, dog. Everyone knew that. Everyone with a brain. Freaking LeBron, dog. He said, "I'm him. I'm wearing 23 now. You know, because Michael's my favorite player, and also because I expect to do great things and be." He really thought, dog. He really added to the media hype by choosing that number, dog. Everyone was like, "Yo, he's actually he got some balls. You got to have some crazy balls to choose the number, dog. The number of the GOAT." You see what I'm saying? The GOAT, which is not LeBron, by the way. Never has been LeBron. But he chose the number of the GOAT. So everyone was like, he's so serious he really serious about this. Ooh, people are getting excited. We were all hyped up. We're like, oh man, this dude really gonna turn up, dog. This dude really gonna be that dude. Everyone thought that, dog. Didn't happen that way, dog. Because, you see, LeBron, he first got in the league, he was Rookie of the Year, dog. Rookie of the Year. And he missed the playoffs. His second year in the league, he was an all-star. He was an all-star. And his teammate, Big Z, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, he was also an all-star. He had 2 all-stars on one team. And he missed the playoffs. And now here come the LeBron fanboys. Oh, you missed the playoffs. Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. Don't say it. You're just saying it's only his first 2 years in the league. You're being a hater. You're not giving him a fair chance. You're just being a hater. You're a hater. You're a hater. Dog. The reason I bring up this missing the playoffs twice, because out of all the players on this list, dog, all your top 10 players, dog, all your typical top 10 usual suspects, not one of them missed the playoffs twice in their first 7 years in the league, dog. We're looking at the first 7 years, dog. You see what I'm saying? Kareem, he never missed the playoffs twice in his first 7 years in the league. Magic, he never missed the playoffs twice in his first 7 years of the league. Shaq? No. Kobe? No. Tim Duncan? No. Michael Jordan? No. Larry Bird? No. Bill Russell? No. Wilt Chamberlain? No. No one in this top 10 list, dog. Not any single one of them, dog, missed the playoffs twice in their first 7 years in the league. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be a different kind of caliber, a different kind of breed. You see what I'm saying? When you first get in the league, you gotta make a statement right off the bat, dog. Especially you trying to wear that number, dog. Especially you trying to wear that number. You do not miss the playoffs. You make sure you don't miss the playoffs. You do whatever it takes to not miss the playoffs, dog. That's the facts. You're gonna wear that number, dog. And then you're going to miss the playoffs twice, which nobody on this list ever did. None of these all-time greats you got in your top 10, dog, none of these top 10 players ever missed the playoffs twice in their first 7 years in the league, much less miss it twice consecutively. Nobody, the most anyone ever missed was one. All right? Kareem, he missed the playoffs one time. You know, his 6th year. Shaq, he missed the playoffs one time. It was his first year. You know, he was a new player on a new team, and like literally a new team, like the Orlando Magic. Like it basically just a fresh born baby team, dog. He missed the playoffs his first year. Didn't miss his second though. And for the next 7 years, did not miss the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? Wilt Chamberlain, he missed the playoffs in his 4th year. You see what I'm saying? 4th. One time. The whole 7 years, he never missed it twice. Nobody missed it twice. And then that's just 3 players. The rest of the players, then it's either one or none. You see what I'm saying? One or none when it comes to missing the playoffs in your first 7 years. Yet here's LeBron, dog. Here's LeBron. The only one to miss the playoffs twice in his first 7 years, right off the bat, right out the gate, when he first came into the league, he was already showing you he was not that dude. He had already broken a cardinal rule, dog. For all these all-time greats, you never missed the playoffs twice in your first 7 years in the league. None of these other players did it, dog. None of them. Not one. Okay? Now, let's look at it, dog. Let's look at it, dog. Let's see. Let's look at the competition they beat in their first 7 years, dog. Let's look at the competition they beat in their first 7 years. Let's keep it simple, dog. Let's keep it simple. And how many opponents did these guys beat in the playoffs? You know, how many opponents did they beat that won 50 games or more? All right? Were they really competing against these 50-win teams? Any team that won 50 games or more. Let's see who beat. What do they got to beat? All right? Kareem, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 2 50-win teams. Magic, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 7 50-win teams. Shaq, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 3 50-win teams. Kobe, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 13 50-win teams. The only one on this list who in the double digits. Stupid bug. Tim Duncan, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 7 50-win teams. Michael Jordan, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 5 50-win teams. Larry Bird, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 7 50-win teams. Bill Russell, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 6 50-win teams. And Wilt Chamberlain, his first 7 years in the league, he beat 2 50-win teams. All right? So we got a nice little range here, dog. We got a nice little range. The lowest is 2. The highest is 13. Dang. Oh, wait, what about LeBron? How many 50-win teams did he beat in his first? Oh, just 1. Just 1. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else on this list beat just 1 50-win team in their first 7 years in the league, dog. Your first 7 years? Maybe your first 3 years you didn't beat a 50-win team. You only beat 1. Maybe your first 5 years you only beat 1. Your first 7 years, dog, he only beat 1 50-win team his first 7 years in the league. And ironically, that is the only time the 1 50-win team he beat brought him to the finals, dog. You see what I'm saying? Brought him to the finals. Because he beat a 500 team in the Wizards, 41-41 Wizards. He beat a 500 team in the Nets, 41-41 Nets. And then he beat a 53-29 Pistons to get to the finals. He only beat 1 50-win team. The only 50-win team he ever beat for his entire first stint with Cleveland, dog. Never beat a 50-win team other than that year. That year. You see what I'm saying? He had faced them. He had faced multiple. Even when he was on a 60-win team, he couldn't beat a 50-win team, dog. Even when he was on a 60-win team, he couldn't beat a 50-win team. He only did it one time, dog. One freaking time. And that put him in the final, dog. Sent him straight to the finals, where he would get swept. You see what I'm saying? Dog. He's the only one on this list, dog, who only beat 1 50-win team in their first 7 years in the league. The only one. Everybody else, 2 or more. Everyone. Except LeBron. You see what I'm saying? Are we noticing a trend here, dog? I'm telling you, dog. LeBron is... There's something wrong with this dude. He ain't no GOAT, dog. Right off the bat, he's failing where other people are succeeding, dog. All right? And that has been the trend for his entire career. He fails where others succeed. All right? Now, you might think, well, he didn't have a lot of help. He didn't have a lot of help. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's look at the help all these guys had, dog. You see, in Kareem's first 7 years, he won one championship. He had two finals appearances. All right? He beat two 50-win teams. He missed the playoffs only one time. And he had played with 6 All-Stars. You know. And when I say 6 All-Stars, that doesn't mean on the same team at once. I'm talking about over the course of his first 7 years in the league, he played with 6 All-Stars. Okay? He played with 6 All-Stars. He won a chip. All right? Over the course of 7 years. Missed the playoffs one time. All right? One championship. Magic Johnson, he won 3 championships. 3 championships in his first 7 years and 5 finals appearances. He did not miss the playoffs. He beat 7 50-win teams. You see what I'm saying? And you're going to notice a trend here, dog. If you beat 7 50-win teams or more in your first 7 years, typically you're going to win 3 chips. That's just how it goes for players of this caliber. You beat 7 50-win teams, you see what I'm saying, in your first 7 years, typically it's going to lead to 3 chips. All right? But also, there's going to be some help because Magic Johnson, he played with 11 All-Stars over the course of his first 7 years in the league. Played with 11 All-Stars, 5 finals appearances, 3 chips. All right? Shaq, his first 7 years, he beat 3 50-win teams. He only played with 6 All-Stars, you know, just like Kareem. And but Shaq only made 1 finals appearance while Kareem made 2. Shaq had 0 chips while Kareem had 1. You see what I'm saying? Shaq also missed the playoffs his first year. Kobe Bryant, 3 championships in his first 7 years, 3 finals appearances. He beat 13 50-win teams in his first 7 years. He played with 10 All-Stars. All right? 10. That's a good amount. You see what I'm saying? When you're playing with double-digit All-Stars, you know, and you're beating double-digit 50-win teams in your first 7 years, probably going to win some chips, dog. Probably going to win 3 chips. We look at Tim Duncan. He beat 7 50-win teams in his first 7 years. He's got 3 chips, 3 finals appearances. Did not miss the playoffs. He only played with 3 All-Stars, however. You see what I'm saying? And it looks like he's the only one who played with only 3 All-Stars and beat 7 50-win teams. You know? Magic beat 7 50-win teams, but he played with 11 All-Stars. Larry Bird beat 7 50-win teams, but he played with 13 All-Stars. You see what I'm saying? Tim Duncan did it with 3. All in his first 7 years, dog. Beat 7 50-win teams, made 3 finals appearances, won 3 chips. That's a baller right there. You see what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, his first 7 years, he won a championship. He only had 1 finals appearance. He beat 5 50-win teams. 5. And you think, hey, he's kind of low compared to these guys, you know, beating 7 and all that. Well, guess what? Michael only had 1 All-Star teammate for his first 7 years. 1 time for 1 season. Scottie Pippen, the 89-90 season, dog. The 89-90 season. That was the only time he had ever had an All-Star teammate. So for his first 5 years, no All-Star teammate. For his 6th year, 1 All-Star teammate in Scottie. And for his 7th year, no All-Star teammates again. He only had 1 All-Star teammate that entire time. Yet, he beat 5 50-win teams. You see what I'm saying? So he beat 5, you know, basically without an All-Star. Like, I think he beat 2. He beat 2 with Scottie. And 3 without Scottie being an All-Star. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy stuff. So you're starting to see, if you don't have a lot of help, you gotta ball out. You see what I'm saying? You gotta ball out. And that's the only way you're gonna beat more than 3 50-win teams. You got to ball out if you don't have the help. And that's what Michael did. Michael literally went through the grind, dog. Larry Bird, his first 7 years, he won 3 chips, had 4 finals appearances, didn't miss the playoffs, played with 13 All-Stars. He beat 7 50-win teams. Bill Russell, his first 7 years, he beat 6 50-win teams. He had 6 championships, 7 finals appearances. And you're like, wow, he did. Oh, wow. 7 finals appearances, 6 champs in his first 7 years? Yeah. Now let's look at the help he had, dog. 16 All-Stars he played with. And that would be the grand total that is the highest out of everyone. No one has hit 16 All-Stars that you played with in your first 7 years, dog. So he had help. And when you got help like that, you should be winning, dog. You should be. That's just how it goes. But then we get to Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, poor Wilt, dog. His first 7 years in the league, 0 chips, 1 finals appearance. Sounds like LeBron. Sounds like Shaq, Wilt, LeBron, and Shaq. These 3 guys. These 3 guys, man. Oh, man. And, dog. If Shaq's finals record would be so bad if he never played with Kobe, I swear, dog, he wouldn't get to the finals that much. And, dog, he'd be looking just like LeBron and Wilt, dog. These 3 guys, dog. But Wilt, dog, his first 7 years, 1 finals appearance, 0 chips. Just like Shaq, just like LeBron, dog. He only beat 2 50-win teams. Just like that. Well, not like Shaq and not like LeBron. LeBron only beat 1 50-win team in his first 7 years, dog. But, and he missed the playoffs 1 time. Yeah, he missed the playoffs, and Shaq also missed the playoffs. And LeBron missed the playoffs as well, but he did it twice. You see what I'm saying? But here's the problem, dog. Here's the problem with Wilt. He played with 12 All-Stars throughout the course of his first 7 years in the league, dog. 12. So he had help. He just couldn't put it together, dog. And you can say, well, the Celtics, they were so dominant. Yeah, well, guess what? He just couldn't beat them. He just wasn't being competitive enough. He didn't know how to play to win, dog. Just like LeBron. Just like Shaq, dog. They're all kind of in the same group, same category. They're good at putting up their individual numbers, but they really don't know nothing about no team ball. You see what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about winning in this league. But here's the thing, though, right? Freaking LeBron, dog. He chose the number, dog. He chose number 23, dog. And he's the one who chose, hey, I'm the man. And he was the number 1 pick. They sent him to a team where he didn't have a lot of help. All right? Didn't have a lot of help. Only had 2 All-Star teammates over the course of his 7 years. All right? But he said he was that dude, dog. And so they put him in Cleveland. Hey, you can go to your crap organization from your hometown, dog. You're him, dog. You got the 23 on. You're going to be him. It's okay. We can put you in this position. We don't have to give you a lot of help and give you a lot of development. You're that dude. All right? That's what everyone thought. Then he gets there. He can only beat 1 50-win team his entire time there. His first 7 years with Cleveland, dog. His first 7 years in the league, he could only beat 1 50-win team. And you might go, well, he didn't have help. He had 2 All-Star teammates his first 7 years, dog. 1 in Big Z, 1 in Mo Williams. All right? Had 2 All-Star teammates. You know what? That's twice as much help as Michael Jordan had, dog. In his first 7 years. LeBron had twice as much help as freaking Michael Jordan did in his first 7 years, dog. You see what I'm saying? Twice as much help, but he could not produce the results. You see what I'm saying? He had 2 All-Star teammates. Michael just had 1 for 1 season. You see what I'm saying? And he won a championship in his first 7 years. They both had only one finals appearance in their first 7 years. Both only had one finals appearance, but Michael won his. But how did he win his? Because he beat 5 50-win teams when he came in the league, dog. You know? Not right away. He had to take some bumps and bruises. You see what I'm saying? He went through the grind. You see what I'm saying? He went through the grind. Took some bumps and bruises. He was going against the toughest teams in the league when he was going to the playoffs, dog. You see what I'm saying? The toughest teams in the league is who he was facing in the playoffs when his team sucked. But he was learning from those losses, dog. Until it got to the point where after those first 3 losing seasons, now he's got 4 seasons, where he's got winning records, dog. Winning records. And he beats 5 50-win teams, dog. 5 of them. With only one all-star teammate for one freaking season, dog. One. Nobody else on this list ever did anything like that. Nobody on this list had less help than Michael. Nobody. LeBron is the only one who's comparable, you know. But, you know, he wanted to wear the number, dog. LeBron wanted to wear the number, dog. He wanted to be in a situation like Jordan. He wanted to be Jordan, dog. He wanted to be the second coming. So they put him in the position. You know? And they gave him one extra help, dog. They said, hey, you know, Big Z, he was an all-star before you got there, you know? Not the year directly before, but he was an all-star before you got there. You see what I'm saying? Actually, I think he was an all-star the year directly before LeBron got drafted. But either way, it's like, we're gonna put you on a team with somebody who actually was an all-star. That'll give you a little help. But he wanted to fill those shoes, dog. He chose that number. He was put in a situation where he had to show and prove he was the dude. And his first 7 years in the league, he could not do that. He couldn't be like Michael Jordan. He saw actually how difficult it really was. And that this ain't no little game. You know, where you can just come in and just start balling right away. He realized really early on. The first 2 years in the league, he missed the playoffs. He realized real early on that it ain't no game. They out here serious ballers. You see what I'm saying? He realized this wasn't no high school no more. You see what I'm saying? With all the media hype, everyone acted like he was going to be so great, dog. He realized this ain't high school no more. You see what I'm saying? That's what LeBron did, dog. He realized this ain't high school. He missed the playoffs his first 2 years. Nobody else on this list did that, dog. You see what I'm saying? He's the only one who did that. He only beat one 50-win team his first 7 years in the league. Just one. Nobody else did that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else. Just LeBron. You see what I'm saying? He had twice as much help as Michael Jordan, dog. Twice as much. He went to just as many finals appearances in his first 7 years as Michael Jordan. Just as much. With twice as much help. You see what I'm saying? But he could not seal the deal. Because he could not compete against these 50-win teams, dog. He could not. He only beat one. Only beat one in his whole 7 years there, dog. So then, when he realized it was harder than it looked, and when he realized he ain't even on the level of none of these guys. Everybody had some sort of success in their first 7 years, whether it was beating multiple 50-win teams. You see what I'm saying? All of them made the finals. All of them have finals appearances in their first 7 years. You see what I'm saying? Normal for all these real ballers to make the finals in their first 7 years. Happened for all of them. You know? Some were put in better positions than others. Some were gifted with more help than others. You see what I'm saying? But all of them were able to do it. But LeBron couldn't do that. You see what I'm saying? LeBron didn't have what it took, like these other guys, to do that. Especially not no Michael. He got put in a Michael position, dog. He got put in a Michael position. And he could not come through. So after those 7 years, dog, he quickly realized, yo, I need to catch up. I'm in catch-up mode. And he tried to make the narrative seem like he's just not getting enough help from his organization. When he got twice as much help from the Cavaliers than what Michael got, dog. Twice as much. He got 2 all-star teammates, dog. You see what I'm saying? Michael only got 1. And the one that he got was one that he made. He had to turn Pippen into an all-star, dog. You see what I'm saying? LeBron had to turn Mo Williams into an all-star. You see what I'm saying? He was on the path. You see what I'm saying? He was on the path towards greatness. But he had to go through the grind. You see what I'm saying? He got to be on a 60-win team, dog. A 60-win team by the time of his 6th season with the Cavaliers, dog. 66-16. Going through the grind helped him get to that point. And he had the best record in the NBA. But he had that problem with beating 50-win teams. Couldn't do it, dog. Because he wasn't a real baller like that. He wasn't that dude. All right? The first 7 years, the first stint of Cleveland, people want to act like, they want to act like that doesn't exist. But that is a huge reason. Just the first stint is a huge reason why he's not the GOAT, dog. Because none of these other players ever had that bad of a first 7 years when they first came into the league. Only LeBron, dog. Right from the beginning, he was already setting himself up for failure by thinking he was that dude. And he wasn't. All right? So then we all know what happens after that, dog. He ran. He ran from the grind. He ran to Miami. He manufactured some all-stars. He got some, you're an all-star. You're a number 1 franchise player. You're a number 1 franchise player. I'm a number 1. We're all going to be on the same team. Yeah, now I'm going to win. Yeah, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Well, guess what? How about not the GOAT? He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT.